In a village surrounded by tall mountains, there was a young man named Zain. Zain was known for his strong will and big dreams, but he often struggled with making those dreams a reality. He wanted to build a school in his village where children could learn and grow, but he didn't know where to begin. The task felt too huge, and every time he thought about it, he felt overwhelmed. One day, Zain went to visit an elderly wise man known as Baba Noor, who lived at the top of the mountain. Baba Noor was famous for his wisdom, and many came to seek his guidance. Zain climbed the mountain, carrying the weight of his thoughts, and when he reached Baba Noor's home, he asked, "Baba, I have a big dream to build a school for the children in my village, but I don't know how to start. The task is too big, and I don't know if I can do it." Baba Noor smiled warmly at Zain and invited him to sit by the fire. After a moment of silence, Baba Noor said, "Let me tell you a story, Zain. There was once a young man who wanted to plant a large tree in his garden. He dreamed of having a tree that would provide shade and fruit for everyone in the village. But the seed he had was tiny, and he didn't know how such a small seed could grow into a big tree. He was unsure whether to plant it at all. The task seemed impossible. Baba Noor continued, but the young man decided to plant the seed anyway, even though it seemed like such a small action. Every day he watered the seed, made sure it had enough sunlight, and kept the soil healthy. Over time, the seed began to sprout, and the small plant slowly grew. Years passed, and with patience and care, the plant grew into a huge tree, just as the young man had dreamed. It provided shade for everyone, and its fruits fed the entire village. Zain listened closely, feeling a spark of hope. Baba Noor looked at him and said, "Zain, you are like that young man with the small seed. The dream of building a school may seem too big at first, but you must start with one small step. You don't need to worry about the entire building. Begin by gathering the people in your village, finding a small piece of land, and setting a plan for the future. Each small step you take will bring you closer to your goal." Zain felt a sense of calm wash over him. Baba Noor's words made him realize that he didn't have to worry about the entire school at once. He could begin with the smallest action and keep moving forward. With renewed determination, Zain returned to his village. He began by talking to the villagers about his dream. He gathered a small group of people who believed in his vision. Together, they cleared the land, raised funds, and slowly, step by step, the school began to take shape. Years later, Zain's school became a place of learning for the children of the village, just as he had dreamed. It wasn't built in a day, but with each small step, Zain had made his dream a reality. And every time someone asked him how he achieved it, Zain would smile and say, "I started with one small step at a time." Zain's story teaches us that even the biggest dreams can come true if we are patient and persistent. Every small action counts, and over time, they add up to create something truly great. So when you feel overwhelmed by a big goal, remember that it's the small steps that lead to the greatest changes.